the most important factor in getting new customers is doing good business, actually. So when you do good business, word of mouth going to spread. Just like bad stuff spread, the good stuff going to spread. Like, I get a lot of customers from my hair. They be like, this girl, she had your hair and she loved it. Like, she said you was good. You shipped it on time. The price wasn't too high. Like, so really doing good business, servicing people and having a good attitude, good customer service, good pricing, that's what get me more customers.
And I know every client that you have, before they leave that chair, you make sure they're super satisfied.
Yeah, anything wrong, anything feel weird, like you like them, you love them, I got to make sure they like them. And even if they don't, because there has been times where people will text me a couple days after, like, oh no, like some of them fell off. Like when I first started, they used to be like, oh my God, I messed up. But like, you're going to mess up. So don't think that everything going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. You going to mess up sometimes. But you just got to go the right way by correcting it. Like, okay, you could come back in, I could fix her, I can see some of your money back, depending on how that customer want to handle the situation. Because the bad reviews going to travel fast. As soon as you do one thing wrong, like, don't go to her. Don't, like, so you got to make sure you maintain a good customer service.
So welcome back to Motion and Success. My name is Cody Brown. I got my co-host with me, Ayo.
Yep. Today we got another special guest today.
Shania Monae.
All right, cool. So Shania is definitely a great guest because, listen, she made over 6 figures at the age of 19. She is the lash extension go-to lady. She also have her own salon, and she's helping people put billboards inside of the city. So listen, if you want to learn about that type of stuff, this is the episode you got to tune into. So let's jump into it. Shania, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are. And let's get started.
My name is Shania Monae. I'm an entrepreneur from Cleveland, Ohio, a serial entrepreneur. I have several businesses. I do eyelash extensions, I sell women's clothing, and I sell hair extensions. And I also have my own salon in Cleveland, Ohio.
Nice.
That's what's up. Like, yeah, I like seeing young entrepreneurs. Like, how young were you when you first got started, like, into the entrepreneur field?
The age I was about 15 when I started my first business.
15.
What was that?
15. I was selling clothes, but it was under a different name. Now it's Bougie Gal Collection, but I was selling it under Monae LLC. That was the name of my clothes.
So what would you do? Like, you would go to a thrift store or something, or you'll buy it from?
No, so at the time how it's trending now, people buying a lot of vendors. I used to buy vendors all the time, just buying them just because. So I started digging into clothing vendors because when I was at school, everybody always like, where you get this shirt from? So I'm like, I might as well start selling clothes because I'm going to say I got it for me and they going to buy it.
Yeah.
So I found me some vendors and I made me a website and I started selling clothes.
That's nice.
How did that first business go? Like, what did you learn from it? Like,
what I learned from it is you got to be consistent because it wasn't doing what I wanted to do, but it's because I wasn't being consistent with my business at first.
Oh wow! So was it like you had designs, like you kind of you like you had to go to the fabric store? Was it like, you know?
No, so I don't design clothes. I like a clothing resale. So you get the clothes from the vendor, model the clothes, then you resell it for a higher price.
So after the clothing brand, what made you pivot into another like a different aspect of business?
So before I was even selling clothes, I worked at this diner called Shay's when I was 14. I was a busser, and I used to serve tables. So from there, I used to babysit my cousin's kids, and she used to be paying me a lot, like $200 come spend the night for the weekend. So I'm thinking, like, she got a lot of money. Like, what is she doing? So one day she was like, come to the class. I'll teach you how to do lashes for free. And at the time, it wasn't really popular, so I was really debating, like, should I go to the class? And then everybody was like, it's a lot of money in the beauty industry. You might as well just go, see what you can learn. So I went to the class for free, so shout out to her. And then from there, I just never stopped practicing, and I really got good.
Wow, I see you rocking your brand because your lashes do look good.
Thank you.
So, like, because out here in New York, we got a lot of, like, lash techs, and, you know, and we, you know, because it's really, like, it's a lot of them out here in New York. So, like, what made you fall in love with, like, doing lashes and really, like, being one of the best at it in your city?
So what made me fall in love at it is because it was really, first of all, it was a hard process at first because I used to compare my work to other people, and that's something you got to learn. You can't compare your first year or even your first month to people's 5 years. So I used to be looking like, why my lashes don't look like that? Because at first I was trash, like it didn't look good. But I stayed consistent, and then I started building the clientele up. And I try to make myself, how you said, it's a lot of people out here that do it. It's a lot of people in Cleveland that do it as well. But I'm different from everybody else because it usually takes about 2 hours, so I'm faster than everybody else. It takes me about 30 minutes. My prices is cheaper, is more competitive, and then I have great customer service. So it's like you're going to choose to come to me from everybody else because I'm fast, the price is cheaper, and your lash is still going to last.
Wow, so that's kind of how you separated yourself.
From
like
everybody
you had the
else.
best. Your service was really good.
Excellent service.
And
Wow.
how,
In and out.
my fault, bro. Yeah, God. How do you market your service? Like for somebody like yourself, how do you market to get clients? Inside this community, we're going to be breaking down a lot of different strategies, like credit repair strategies, business funding strategies, and also
Content. A lot of you guys are struggling on social media to reach a lot of people. Like a lot of you guys got a great business idea, but nobody knows you. Well, guess what? I'm going to be breaking down exact strategies, how I was able to reach over 1.5 million people on social media organically. I'll be breaking that down, but it's only for people in the community.
So what you're gonna get inside this community is 3 to 4 live calls every single week. We're gonna be talking about business funding, credit repair strategies, content strategies, and also we're gonna have 6, 7, or even 8-figure entrepreneurs coming in every single month, at least one time, to give you guys that information. Just to get an entrepreneur like that or a business owner like that inside the room, they charge $20, $30, $40, $50,000 for their time. So go ahead and join us on this community.
So for that particular business, Lash Extensions, how I first started putting myself out there is I got brand ambassadors. So people that have more following than me or that's more popular than me in my city, I reached out to them and I'm like, I'm gonna do your lashes for free. You promote it on your page. So I have
that's
brand
great.
ambassadors for like my first 3 years in doing lashes.
Did you have to pay them?
Nope, they was like, I'm gonna get my lashes done for free. So they was excited because people really charge like $100 and up for lashes. I range from $70 to $90 is my highest set. So they like, if I'm gonna get it done for free, I'm gonna promote it. So that's what we was doing, the exchange.
Wow.
Nah, I'm glad you said for free because a lot of people they want to start a business, but they want to jump into making money. You know, so like starting off for free. Like, what did you learn? Like, I took on these free clients. Like,
I took on the free clients, but it's just like I got so much more. If I would have charged them, I'm not gonna get. So somebody could have 10,000 followers. I don't got that many followers. You gonna pitch this to all of your whole audience. That's gonna bring more people. Then I'm gonna make the money like that.
I mean, that's how it works, you know?
Yeah. So it's like you could, when you starting a business or when you doing anything, it's okay to give something away for free for the greater benefit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad you said that because, like, honestly, like, especially in like the beauty, the hair and beauty field, it's like a lot of people they want to go and they want to make money like outright, like jumping into it. But you thought about the long term.
Yeah, you gotta trust the process. You ain't gonna start up. I didn't start off. I was probably getting at first. I probably was getting like one client every 2 weeks, one client a month.
Yeah.
But I still had my job at first. That was before like I quit my job.
So, what was that point when you transitioned into like I don't think I'm working a 9 to 5 anymore. Like you're like I think I could take over with this lash business.
It didn't really even happen like that. So I worked at Shades for about a year and a half. So one weekend, me and my boyfriend broke up. Me and my boyfriend broke. I gotta be honest. Me and my boyfriend broke up, and I was sad. So I was at work, and I was crying, and I was just so embarrassed. I'm like, I cannot go back here. Like they just see me act crazy. I can't go back here. So I told them like next week is gonna be my last week. So by me quitting, it's like now I don't got no choice but to be good at this. So I had to put my all into lashing. So that's what happened. So shout out to you. Shout out to you. I don't know. I probably would still been busting tables.
Damn.
That's funny. So all right. So I want to know the backstory on the lashes. Like, say for example, because I know a friend like when she was doing hair in her bedroom. You know, she had girls coming to her house. She moved all the beds out she moved the bed out the side. You know, I think she said she was sleeping in her closet or something like that.
She's dedicated.
But it was a little
Crazy.
bit different, you know. So it was kind of strange because I'm like, you got a whole bunch of random girls coming to your house. It's a little bit risky, but you know, looking back, she was able to do what she did. So like, what did that look like for you? Where was you doing lashes?
So for me, like I said, my cousin that taught me, she had her own salon.
Oh, nice.
So at first, I was working there for free. So I was working at her shop, and then COVID came. So when COVID came, all the shops shut down. So it was like, now I gotta figure out somewhere to do lashes at. So I started doing lashes in my basement. So then you said the strangers coming in, COVID coming around. My mother was not having it. So after like a month, she like, everybody getting our address. It's COVID. People getting sick. People like, you got to figure out something.
Right.
Like I'm thinking like, I got 20 clients next week, and I can't do lashes here no more. I had to figure something out to do. So I went to go stay with my dad. Literally the same day she said that, the next day I went to go look at a whole bunch of buildings. And I went and I got me a space. I signed the lease. I was only 17, so the man at first, he was like, "You not old enough to sign the lease. You're not gonna." I'm like, "I promise you, I'm gonna pay you your money on time. Like, you're not gonna have no worries with me." He let me sign the lease, and then I got my salon like that.
Wow.
Damn. So you really took a lot of bets on yourself early on in life.
Yeah, I
Damn.
got back home to my dad, and I told him. He like, "Why you didn't ask me for help or nothing?" I'm like, "I just had to do it see what I was gonna do on my own," and it worked out.
Damn, that's some real entrepreneur like type of mindset, you know. So like with the lash business, like how did you like scale your progress? Like how did you know like when to increase your prices, when you could kind of start expanding the business? Like how did you know like all right, it's time?
So, okay, this is my 12th grade year in school. So right before COVID came, I started being like one of the most popular lash techs in Cleveland. Like everybody was coming to me to get their lashes done. So once COVID hit, it was nowhere to go, but everybody was coming to get their lashes. Like I was having so many clients every day. So I had a sale going on. For like a month. So then after that, I'm like, I got so many clients now I could raise the price. So I didn't raise it that much, but I raised it a little bit to where you don't got to second guess if you about to come back, but I'm still going to make a profit.
That's nice.
Damn, that's what's up. Sheesh. So like at this point in like, you've been doing it for some time, like do you have like other people like you're delegating, like do you have like lash techs like under you, like who are like, that you kind of like you're not doing all the work basically?
What you mean by that?
Like let's say like cuz being that that you are good at the lashes, like you're going to get booked up a lot. Like, could you handle all of those clients, or do you plan on like, all right, I'm gonna have the business, but I'm gonna also have like lash techs who?
Oh no, I don't have no lash techs under me. I'm gonna handle them clients. They gonna keep coming, I'm gonna handle the clients. No, don't nobody work under me like that.
Oh, damn.
But I do teach lash classes for aspiring lash techs.
That's good.
So what does that look like? Like as far as like teaching and everything?
So teaching at first, it was kind of hard for me. So I was doing it, but then I stopped because like even right now, I don't really like talking in front of people. So it was like when you in the classes one-on-one, you got to really get in detail and talk in front of somebody. That was like nerve-wracking for me. I never been a speaker. So I just started back doing it probably last year. It been going good. Like they come, I teach them A through Z. They work on a mannequin, and then I let them bring a live demo in so they can see what it'll feel like to work on the actual person.
Is there? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Nah. Nah, you go ahead, bro.
Is there any like you gotta have a license to do that type of stuff? 'Cause I know like with nails you gotta go to school.
It depends on which state you in.
So like Cleveland,
No. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta have when you're doing hair or nails or something like that, you gotta have an esthetician license.
I was gonna say, cause how do you feel about like? Cause we also we had somebody like on a podcast, and they was doing hair like early on. So how do you feel about like? Cause a lot of girls, they don't want to go to traditional, go to school route, kind of college and things like that. They already know I want to do lashes, I want to do hair, but it's like coming up, you don't have like you said, like you're doing classes, but a lot of these girls, they don't have people who could teach them these things. Like, do you feel like it should be like included like in school, like lashes, hair, and things for girls? Because it's becoming really popular.
It's really popular now.
Yeah.
I feel like certain stuff should be included in high school because everybody don't want to go to college. So they should give people the opportunity to choose different routes. In some schools, they do have hair classes, though. They do got hair school in some schools, but they don't have lashes or nails, but they definitely got hair in some high schools.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like I'm seeing how popular it is. Like people lash techs coming out of like middle school, and it's just like you like damn, like they want to learn these type of things. So do you plan on like really like expanding and like teaching like more classes?
I've been seeing a lot of people do like schools for they certain particular thing they work on. I haven't seen anybody do a lash school yet, but I don't know. I haven't been thinking of that far. My next goal is to just start doing real estate. I'm trying to get from behind the chair.
Oh yeah, we could jump into that. We could jump into
sure.
that. So what made you like decide like real estate is the next step?
So my dad, he a real estate investor in Cleveland. He a really big investor. So growing up around him and just seeing him, the moves that he making, it just make me think like this. Everybody gonna always need a house. One day people could be like, I don't want to wear lashes no more. That's corny. Like that happens. Some stuff happens. Trends go out of style. Somebody gonna always need a house. So that's just my next. Being around him, seeing what he doing, it make me want to get into that field.
I think like your story is so unique because like based off of everything you've been saying, like it's either like something happened, or like you had like some kind of like guidance, you know, throughout your entire journey. Like with the lashes, you had your older cousin or your aunt. With the when you got started, it was because of the boyfriend. So that was, you know, so it's like a blessing in disguise. And then now with the real estate, you got your dad, you know, involved in that. So that's definitely a big blessing. So like, as far as like with you, like, do you ever feel like, all right, cool, like the fact that I'm young, like with your circle of friends, like, is it easy for you? Like is your friends on that type of timing? I mean, you young, you know, like they might not be on the young. They might not be on the same journey.
Some people, they will pretend to be on the same type of time, but they don't really be into the same thing. So me personally, my old friend group that I used to have, I used to try to push them to do stuff like I planned events for us, planned business photo shoots, but I separated myself from people. That's why I really learned at the age I am now, everybody not going on the same path. So I really don't have as many friends as I used to have. I used to be trying to push them to do certain stuff, and it's just like, this is not what you really want to do. Like,
yeah. So like now it's like, all right, cool. You got like a circle of friends, like 1, 2, 3. All you guys investing? Like, are you guys doing like group projects where you about to buy real estate together?
No. So my first project gonna be with my father.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
because he been walking it down step by step on his Instagram page. So that's who I'm gonna first invest with. But my other friends, they have other businesses. They don't do the same thing as me, but they have other businesses.
What do they do?
I have a friend that's in the room with us. She's a rapper in Cleveland, Auntie Piggy.
Okay.
My friend Shaquan, she does esthetician work, waxes, facials, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can't think of no more friends. Oh, my friend Precious, she here too. She do hair in my shop.
Okay.
Oh, and my friend Monae, she also does hair too. She did my hair right now.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay.
That's super key. Like having a group of friends who, you know, all of you guys are kind of doing like the same thing. Y'all all want to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah, your circle of friends, people say that don't matter. The people that you surround yourself with really matters. Like, you around certain people, they're gonna push you to go to different levels. You don't want to be around nobody that's not really, that's making you feel comfortable. Like, you cool doing what you, a lot of people could say, like, you doing so good. Like, you don't really gotta do too much more. I got a longer way to go. So it's good to surround yourself with people that's motivating you to do more. Or you see them doing more and it make you think like, dang, like I gotta get on my stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a great mindset to have. So how do you handle, like, you know, I know you're not working all the time. How do you handle work and play? Like, how do you know, like, yo, it's time for me to kind of take a break? Like,
I'm still juggling that, because like I'll wake up in the morning, I gotta respond to messages, but on the weekends after Saturday when I get off work, I try to not answer my phone. And I'm trying to build a team right now, so I don't have to do everything on my own, because it's hard when you're doing every single aspect of your business. You can't really grow when you're doing everything by yourself. So right now I'm trying to build a team up so the load can get off of me.
Yeah.
But the weekends I try to do my own thing.
You go to parties still? Or no? Or do you go to parties?
No,
Not
not really. I'll go to the club if my friend got a hosting.
Okay,
That's when I
okay.
go to the club.
Okay. And then, yeah.
now I was gonna say, like, yo, that's really good, because I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of people, like, in your early 20s, like, they look at it like, yo, that's the time to kind of like F up. Like, I'm gonna get it all together at 25.
Yeah. You get it together now.
Yeah,
So you
like,
could be set. Well, I'm gonna mess up till I'm 25. Then I'm at 25. I'm gonna be thinking like, what I'm supposed to do. You're supposed to mess up. Figure it out now, so you can set in stone what you really want to do.
Exactly.
Also, I want to touch on your journey, because I know you're young. I'm young myself, 24. But on your journey, because like you made 6 figures at 19, right? That's real impressive. Like, that's really, really impressive. What was the, like, have you ever fell off? Like, has it like been a time where it was like, yo, I don't feel like it, or like the clients wasn't clienting, or the customers wasn't, you know, they wasn't feeling it, or you wasn't feeling it? Like, how, like, was there ever a time like that before for you?
It was a time, and I noticed it because I wasn't being consistent. That's what having the business is. You gotta make sure you post so that people can see you. It's like your commercial. You don't see this popping up like a movie. the trailer come out, it make you want to go see the movie.
Yeah.
So if I'm not posting or advertising my business, nobody gonna really be thinking about like what's Shania doing, what's she selling. So it was a time probably around last year where I wasn't posting consistently on my lash page. People was dealing me like, you still do lashes? Hey, do you still? And I'm thinking like I'm at work every day. How I still don't do lashes? But I wasn't posting it, so I'm not in their face. They not seeing it.
Wait,
so
why not though?
that particular month, I didn't get as many clients as I usually get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd you stop posting?
I don't know. Sometimes I just be getting the moves where I don't even be thinking. I be doing so much stuff I don't be thinking. But now I know like consistency is key. Like you gotta be consistent. I couldn't get the word out.
So what would be like your advice? Like, all right, like a young girl's watching this, they want to be a lash tech. You know, they want to do all these things. What's your biggest advice to them? Like, to kind of like,
I got a couple things.
Yeah, what's your biggest advice to them?
One of my biggest things was to say is wherever you want to be at in life, you gotta picture that and you gotta do everything that is gonna take the lead up to that to where you want to be. Anything that don't align with that, don't do it. Like going to parties every night, drinking every day. If that don't align with your goals, don't do it. You gotta have a set schedule. And then another thing is when I first start making money, the first thing people think when they my age is, yes, I want to move out. I want to get a new car. And that's what I was thinking at first until I seen a couple people do it before me. And it's like, this not really it. I could be saving the money I'm going to spend on bills and investing into something. The money I'm going to spend on the car, no, I could be investing into my business. So that would be my advice. If you could stay home, if you don't need a brand new car, don't do it.
Yeah. I was about to ask you, like, how did you manage that type of money coming in? Because it's like, all right, cool, I'm 19. Let's buy a Birkin.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go there. Like,
my parents really, my mom and my dad always just teach me, like, that's not, it was a time where I did want to move out. My mom was texting me every day, like, bills is a lot. You don't need to pay bills. You comfortable? Like, what you trying to leave for? Like, so my parents really helped me a lot with the decisions that I make. It's like a lot of decisions that I probably would have made if I didn't have good people in my ear telling me, like, no, don't do it.
yeah. So do you ever did you go out and buy like a Birkin before? Like one of them expensive bags or something?
I bought me a Louis Vuitton bag. I ain't buying a Birkin bag. I bought me a Louis Vuitton bag, or I'll go to Saks sometimes, but I don't really make big purchases yet.
That's nice. Real estate gonna pay for that.
Yeah, that's how I'm waiting on my real estate check.
Nice.
All right, so for like your business, like what would you say is the biggest, is like the most important factor in like getting new customers? Like
the most important factor in getting new customers is marketing yourself, doing good business actually. So when you do good business, word of mouth gonna spread. Just like bad stuff spread, the good stuff gonna spread. Like I get a lot of customers for my hair. They be like, this girl, she had your hair and she loved it. Like she said you was good, you shipped it on time, the price wasn't too high. Like, so really doing good business, servicing people and having a good attitude, good customer service, good pricing, that's what get me more customers.
And how do you make sure, like, before that client leaves the chair, like, I know every client that you have, before they leave that chair, you make sure they're super satisfied.
Yeah, I'll be like, anything wrong, anything feel weird, like you like them, you love them, I got to make sure they like them. And even if they don't, because it has been times where people will text me a couple days after, like, oh, no, like, some of them fell off. Like, when I first started, they used to be like, oh, my God, I messed up. But, like, you're going to mess up. So don't think that everything going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to mess up sometimes. But you just got to go the right way by correcting it. Like, okay, you could come back in, I could fix her, I can send you some of your money back, depending on how that customer want to handle the situation.
That's a great way to think, because honestly, like, you want to retain those customers and everything. Because
the bad review is going to travel fast. As soon as you do one thing wrong, like, don't go to her. Don't, like, so you got to make sure you maintain a good customer service with everybody. That's
what I was about to say, too. Like, especially in New York, oh, my God. Like, if you do something bad, like, all right, say, for example, one time, or you might find this funny because, like, in the hair or the makeup or the lash industry, a lot of times is, like, on Facebook, because, you know, people still be using Facebook or whatever. Like, they be trolling people. All right, cool. Show up at 5 o'clock on Thursday night. And then the lady that's doing the hair, they always canceling or they delaying or something. And then one little thing, it could be one time, and then they will drag them through the mud, like OD. And it's like, damn, like, if it was a different person, or if it was they wouldn't do that. If it was
a different person, they wouldn't did that. Or if it was like a real big company, they don't do that.
They don't do that. So that's why I be realizing, like, shit is like,
Black
you literally
people get torn down fastest. the fastest they do one thing wrong. That's why you got to make sure you on your P's and Q's when you really a black business owner. You got to make sure you're doing everything right.
Yeah, because you got that one opportunity just to mess up, and then it's like, God damn, like, I'm human. Like, okay, I understand, like, but work with me here. You know what I mean? So I feel you. But I have a question. You got on all green. Is this your like branding colors?
No, I got on green because I'm supposed to be symbolizing money.
Okay. And then like the billboards. I know you into the billboards and everything like that. So you gotta talk to me on that for sure. Like,
so it first came about, this man, I don't even remember what his name was, honestly. 2 years ago, he put my billboard up in Times Square for me and everything. I feel like I was on top of the world. It was my first time coming to New York. I was so happy. So last year, I booked him again to do my billboard. We was out there looking, like, dang, where the board at? It's been an hour, it still ain't come up. The photographer told us, like, that board is not coming up. Like, you keep waiting, it's not coming. So, and I was really in my head thinking, like, it's really not about to come up. So my mother, she was getting mad, but I was just like, let me just stay calm. Getting mad, not gonna change nothing. Either it's gonna come up or it's not gonna come up. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just gonna text the man. So I'm communicating with him, and he making it seem like I did something wrong. So once I got back home and I told my dad about the situation, which I wasn't even going to tell him about it first because I knew he was going to take it far. So my dad posted about him on social media. So once he seen that my dad had a different reach than I did, then he came back and did the right thing and tried to correct everything like, oh, the board up, I'm going to take the picture for you. I'm going to send you the picture of the board. And then from my dad having so many followers, somebody reached out to him and they showed me how to put the boards up on my own.
How much did you spend for the board?
How much I spent for
the board
that he put up?
Yeah,
it was like $400, but still, it was my $400.
Yeah, but how do you
on that?
Like, how do you do something like that? Like, how you get a board up in the city?
If y'all want to know how to do a step by step, purchase my digital products. It's on sale for $97 right now. But I really just found him from the internet. That's how I found him from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I just found him off Instagram from doing somebody else in Cleveland board here.
Okay. And then you would do the same thing for other people, or
no? So I don't do it for a service for other people. I package it up so I can sell it to people so they can promote their businesses, or if they want to start and turn that into a business, because people do it for other people. But right now, I bought a couple people out from Cleveland and Chicago to put their boards up. But I don't usually do it for other people though.
That's nice. That sounds like a whole little business right there.
Yeah,
like a business
so
model.
y'all can purchase it and y'all can turn it into your own business, or y'all can purchase it and y'all can use it to promote y'all if y'all got your own business already.
Nice. I like that.
That's see, I like that right there because you had a problem, like you had an issue with him not putting up your billboard, and you going through that experience. Now you kind of turned that into a service.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a great idea. But you mentioned marketing. How big has social media turned your business up? Like, and like how, what are you using? Are you using TikTok or Instagram? Like, are you using all platforms, Shorts? Like,
so social media is my number one thing that I market on. Like, more than passing out. I used to pass out the cars in the mall and stuff like that, but social media got a different reach, especially when it's just not the lash extensions, because that's more of a home. People in Cleveland going to get that, but hair, clothes, even all around. So I use TikTok, but mostly Instagram for me. Instagram is like the most popular thing that I got for my businesses.
So you're posting like shorts, like you're posting like
I'm
before
posting
and afters
reels,
kind of thing?
Reels, pictures, stories, anything you could think of, I'm posting it. And then I'm heavy on content, so I do photo shoots a lot. So I do different ideas, and I package it up, do photo shoots, video shoots, to make it more creative, to catch the eye of the people.
Yeah, so for anybody out there that is in the hair or like, you know, lash business, like how, like, starting off, how consistent were you with content? Like, were you posting every day?
Yeah, when I first started off, I was posting every day. I was doing a lot of sales. That's how I really got everybody, because it's like, when you first starting off, nobody gonna want to just come pay no prices. Like, I gotta see what you really can do. So I used to do sales a lot, and then from there, I used to do photo shoots, and then like I said, the brand ambassadors, I used to have them do photo shoots too, and then that's what got everybody. And I used to pass cars out at the mall. But I used to be so scared. I used to come from school. I think I was in 12th. I had to be in 12th grade. And I used to be so scared, so I used to tell my friends, like, I'm going to give you $10. Just behind me, just go past the cars out and just say, come get your lashes done. And when I was working at Shay's, I used to have my coworker, her name was Jamaica. She used to pass the cars out to the customers at the restaurant for me.
But that's that hustle, though, because, like, even, like, for example, like real estate or whatever, like there's different businesses where they go door knocking, you know, and they go door to door and they try to get people to, you know, buy their service, buy their products. Or in yourself, like you was actually going to the mall. How many days a week? Like every day?
Probably like 3 days out the week, I used to leave from school and go to the mall.
Oh, so you would like leave school, like meanwhile
When
you
school
got
was
classes?
over.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
school, when school was
okay.
over, not skipping school. When school was over, I used to go and pass the cards out.
Okay. And then like, did you get any return on investment? Like, did you get clients from that?
Yeah, a lot of people from the restaurant that I worked at, the customers from the restaurant used to come get their lashes done. And then another thing that I used to do, not to get clients, but to get better, I used to have my friends go to other lash techs that already was doing lashes, and I used to have them come get their refill done by me so I can like see what the other person did, like how her set be so full. That's how I really got better, by studying what other people was doing like that.
That's smart.
That's smart.
That's real smart. So do you have your own lashes too that you sell to them? Like,
What you mean? No.
like you know those
Lash
little box
extensions
sets?
is different than lash strip.
All right, what's the difference?
So lash strip, like I have a lash strip on my eye. You probably talking about when it be the two, and you just like put it on. Lash extensions is when you place a false lash on one of your individual lashes.
So you doing like one by
Like
one?
tape their eye down and you put in one on one. Yeah.
That takes a lot. Wow.
So I just wanted to mention, like, because right now we live in a generation where it's like a lot of people, they are accepting handouts, you know. They want handouts, you know, they want people to do everything for them. But you came up in a family where, like, you had so much connections, you know, your dad was in real estate, but you still was in the mall giving out your cards and things like that. Like, what made you be like, I want to create my own name, I want to kind of do my own thing, like, you know, I want to build myself up by myself?
Because when you work hard for something, it's gonna feel different from when it's given to you. Like if somebody give me something, it ain't gonna be as serious. And I worked hard for this. I took my time to build my own clientele up, and I got myself here. It's gonna have a different feel to the rewards than if, oh, my dad posted it, now I got something. It's like, oh, I got it, but it's like I didn't work for it, so it's not gonna feel the same.
So you did your own hustling.
Yeah.
Early on. Yeah. So like real estate, like, do you plan on investing in Cleveland or you plan on going like out?
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland?
Yeah.
How are the prices out there?
I don't really know too many questions about real estate, but the prices is like you get more for your buck. So the areas that everybody's scared to invest in is really the areas where you're going to make more of a profit at, a return on your money. In the hood, they would say the hood.
In the hood.
Yeah.
How was like life coming up for you personally? Like,
Life was good.
Life
I feel
was
like I
good.
lived a regular life. I wasn't rich, but I wasn't poor.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my life was cool.
I mean, for me personally, coming up, it was a little bit hard. Not hard. I feel like everybody try to glamorize like the hard life. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't really have a hard life, you know. Like it was not bad, you know what I mean. Like family's there, but the thing is, it's like I got exposed to business because like I was just at work one day, just like you, and then what happened? I was standing at work, and then this lady just randomly approached me with an opportunity. She was like, "You look bored." I'm like, "What you talking about?" And then she actually invited me to an event which had kickstart everything, and from there it just brought me into this opportunity of like podcasting, credit, all of that type of stuff. So it just be like small little things, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Do you go to like any events, like, you know, networking events?
Yeah, when I first started selling clothes, I used to go to pop-up shops a lot. Y'all got pop-up shops here?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
some of
pop-up
them, yeah.
shops, and then my brother, he also in real estate too. He used to take me and my sister to events when we was younger. So we used to be at the networking events too with him.
So what's your networking like hack? Like, what do you do when like you're networking? Like today, like what would you do?
If I was to walk up to somebody?
Yeah, like you wanted to promote your business.
I don't really be walking up to people no more. But if I had my car, I would walk up to them and like, there's a lady, because I
Yeah.
really mainly sell stuff to women. So I'll be like, I sell bundles. Like somebody be like, oh my God, your hair is so cute. And I'll be like, oh yes, I sell bundles. I got a bundle deal going on right now. I did that in Target the other day. This lady's like, your hair is cute. I'm like, I sell hair. Here's my Instagram.
You know what's crazy? There's a lady on TikTok where she goes around to random Targets
And
across
do
the
people
United
hair.
States. Yeah, and she sit down and she would glue on a wig. I'm like, that's crazy. But
Very
it's
good
also good for
marketing.
marketing too. Because now, like, she's getting crazy exposure. And I'm pretty sure she got hair that she sells too. So, like, that makes a lot of sense. You go to Target, you know, get some clients, you know.
And it's entertaining. Everybody on TikTok loves.
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. Okay.
So like, where do you see yourself in like 10 years from now? You're super young, but where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Like, where do you see yourself taking it?
10 years from now, I'm going to be heavy in real estate. I'm probably not going to be doing lash extensions no more. Real estate is really my all-in goal to get a lot of properties. So this year, I'm about to do my first property with my dad, and I'm probably going to keep flipping properties after that to build my capital up. And then after that, I'm going to be buying and holding. So in the next 10 years, I'm probably going to be really heavy in real estate. I won't be doing lashes no more. So come get it while you can.
Or get the course of the. We got an ebook for that too.
I have a digital product teaching people how to do lashes and selling the lash tray vendor. Because when I first started, the lash trays, I don't know if y'all probably know what I'm talking about, but they was like $20 for one lash tray. And you probably could do like 3 people lashes with like one lash tray, but it's $20 for one of them. And I'm like, that don't make sense. So I had to find me a lash vendor. So a lot of people don't have lash vendors. So I get the lash trays for $2 instead of $20. So I sell the vendor to people.
That makes a lot of sense. Now you could save some money and make a whole lot too. Okay.
How much did it cost to like how much would it cost for like somebody to start a lash tech business, like starting off? Like how much would that cost?
If you take a class with it, if you don't take a class, because some people can learn off the internet. I know somebody that taught themselves from you watching YouTube. Not that much. You could start probably with like $300. Wow. Not even $300 really. Probably the lash bed costs like $84, and then like the little stuff you need: tweezers, lash glue, and the lash tray. Probably like $200.
So you could start a 6-figure business with $300. That's crazy. That is crazy.
You got any crazy stories that you want to share? Like any crazy stories meanwhile you was doing lashes?
I never had no crazy stories. I had a crazy client before. Like people used to get mad at me. Well, my grace period used to be like 30 minutes. You could be 30 minutes late. And then this one girl, she started going crazy on me because she was about an hour now. So now your appointment is over. And then she like, I can't control the traffic. Like, what you want me to do? It's like, you could have left home earlier.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I never really have no crazy experience with none of my clients. Like, nothing out the ordinary.
Oh.
That's wild. Cause I'm not even gonna lie, like we always be hearing those crazy customers, you know, some customers.
I'm scared. I'm so happy. I hope I don't get no crazy customers.
Yeah, definitely not.
Somebody just blew their Lash Tech car up. Y'all seen that?
I was thinking.
She set her Lash Tech car on fire because she didn't have time to do her lashes, and she didn't have an appointment.
I seen something like that. That was crazy.
Wild. How'd you feel about that?
My clients start sending it to me. Why y'all sending me this? Y'all ain't about to do that to me. They talking about this how I feel when you was out of town. Don't feel like that.
That's crazy. I think she poured gasoline all over her car, right? And then she had set it on fire. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. All because she ain't show up to the appointment?
No, the lady was there. So the lady was at work and the girl asked for the appointment. She said she didn't have time today to do her lashes. So she still showed up anyways. Think she about to just get
because she had drove like an hour away, right?
Yeah, she was like, I'm already here. It was like, you don't have an appointment.
Yeah.
So what you want her to do? So she got mad.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And I'm assuming that Lash Tech must be really good. Like,
no, yeah, her work do look real good.
For her to go through that, nah, that's crazy.
Ain't nothing too good to go to jail, though. You about to go to jail.
Yeah, she about to go to jail.
Because now you really ain't about to get your lashes done. You could have went to somebody else.
That's crazy.
Do you ever make time for like people? Like, let's say like, you know, they booked the last minute appointment, but they kind of didn't give you a heads up. Like, how do you handle that?
Nobody ever just come randomly like out the blue, but somebody would DM me like, you got any appointments right now? I'll let them come. Like, once I get done with my people, I'll let you come.
That's it. That's actually good. That's actually good. So like, what is like one of the like being an entrepreneur? Like, what's the toughest thing that you've been through personally? Like, an experience you had that you was like it kind of changed you in a way, or it made you kind of better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's that experience?
I probably would just say like dealing with different people and different personalities sometimes. Like, some people come off more aggressive. Like, everybody not raised the same way. So some people you could think they getting smart, but it's like, you still gotta, this my business. I still can't go too far with you. But, I don't know. Nothing that's make me think differently. No, just being more clear on my communication, because some people don't always understand like what you're saying, or even on my website sometimes with the shipping times, I had to just recently change how I worded something because somebody didn't understand. Like, I'm supposed to have it this day, and it's like, no, that's not what it's saying. So just being more clear on my communication, because everybody don't take things in the same way.
Like outside of business, like what's some of your hobbies? Like what's some of your like what do you like to do? Like
Outside of business, I like to go out to eat. I like to go out to eat, and I like to have fun. Like, I like to go to water parks, stuff like that. And I like to be with my family. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's like family gatherings, be with my family.
Do you travel a lot too?
Yes, I go out of town all the time.
I'm out of town, thugging around.
Yes, that's my favorite thing. I go out of town.
What's your biggest difference between like Cleveland and New York? Like what do you see that's different?
You want an honest opinion?
Yeah, people always got a crazy experience out here in New York, or they got their stereotypes about New York.
It's really the same thing everybody else. It's just not too clean here. It's just not too clean, and everything is the way that everything's structured here. Like how everything is like connected together. All the buildings is like, it's not like that in Cleveland. It's space. It's not no space here, and then the traffic is really really bad.
Oh
Yeah, it's crazy.
You got the worst drivers out here, like
Yeah, the traffic is real bad.
for sure. I hope you ain't see like one of them New York City rats yet. Like
I did the last time I was here.
It's crazy.
they mad. Nah, but do you plan on like staying in Cleveland, or do you like where do you see yourself moving into? Like moving out to another state?
I want to move out of town, but I'm not sure like on a specific location. But eventually, I do want to leave Cleveland. I don't want to stay there for the rest of my life.
That's a good.
Do you all want to leave New York?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
New York is it's getting a little congested over here. It's getting
One
congested over here.
thing about New York for sure, like I would say, I don't know if this is like Cleveland too, but like for like entrepreneurship and business, it's kind of hard to connect and like build. Like you see like what we doing right here, it's not too easy to do that. You know, like everybody wants to stay to themselves.
Yeah,
Everybody like if you got the winning Lash play, like nobody like you ain't never gonna know that play because they ain't gonna share it with you. They not gonna give it up even if you pay for it. You know, so it's kind of hard to connect and actually grow. So, is that the same in Cleveland?
It kind of is like that in Cleveland. Like, people don't really want to put nobody else on. Like, if they win, and it's like, I'm winning, and ain't nobody else about to win with me. That's
Yeah.
how Cleveland, like crabs in the bucket. Nobody want to see nobody else do better than them. But now that y'all just said that, if I could go anywhere else, I would go to Atlanta. I feel like everybody it's like the black
that's the
Hollywood.
go-to.
Atlanta is like the black Hollywood. There's a lot of black-owned businesses, a lot of people. I see a lot of people out there doing a lot of great things.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal for sure, moving to Atlanta. Because one thing I realized out there is like every time I go out there, I'm always meeting like really, really good connections. And it's like it always turns into something good. So I'm like, it will be like smart if you move to Miami. No, Miami will be my top. Miami, Houston, or Atlanta. But definitely Atlanta's number one for sure. Yeah.
Nah, this was a great convo. Like anything you want to leave the people with?
What I'm gonna leave y'all with is anything that y'all want to do in life, just make sure you be consistent and keep your eye on the prize. Don't let nothing drive you away from what you really want to do with your life. Be consistent.
And how can the people find you? We never spoke about that.
My Instagram name is Shania Monae, and that's also my TikTok and my Twitter. Same name for everything, with 4 E's at the end.
Okay. All right, cool.
I definitely look for. I see you going like farther, like especially in the future, because your mindset. I'm not even gonna lie, especially like you started. You was an entrepreneur since you was like 15. You said 15. So like, I already see you like accomplishing most of your goals. You know what I mean? So, I definitely see it. So like how would you with family and things like that? Like, how would you like with your family? Like, I know you're gonna bring them along with you, but like, how would you accumulating like so much wealth? Like, would that change you as a person? Would that like, like how would that make you feel?
No, I feel like I've been the same way. Like, I'm really a giving person. I put people on. Like, my cousin right now, she want to start a business, so I'm helping her find vendors. I'm helping her put her website together and stuff like that. Money not gonna change me. Like, I'm gonna be the same person.
That's a great point. But yeah, this was a dope convo. Really, really appreciate you for coming out here.
Thank
You
y'all
know,
for having
for
me
sure.
on. I
Thank
was
you.
so scared.
Nah,
You
you
scared?
did great.
I just broke one of my fingers. I do not like talking in front of people.
You did
Well,
great.
definitely, you
This
gonna
is-
get you definitely gonna grow, and you definitely gonna get used to it a lot. Cause like your message and the things that you're doing, like you know, a lot of young ladies they actually want to see, you know, other people winning as well. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing. This is definitely like a great step. I'm glad we was able to be your first
Thank
podcast, first of many, but definitely appreciate the conversation for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any last words, bro?
Nah, this was great. This was great. I'm actually glad we was able to, you know, pick her mind.
Yeah.
See where, like, you know, the lash marketing, social media, and all those things you touched. I think it's great. People gonna learn a lot from this, bro.
Yeah, and also too, cause like you even gave a lot of game on social media, and we talk a lot about social media. Like Ayo, he's really really good at social media, so like it kind of go hand in hand. So yeah, it's good stuff. But thank you guys for tuning in to the Motion and Success. This was a great episode. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, like, comment, and share. And stick around for the next episode because this was good. And follow Shania, follow Motion and Success, and we gonna see you guys in the next episode. Peace.